Who on earth is craving you and why? We're going to find out today who is craving you, my beautiful viewer, and why exactly they are craving you. Before you are 3 cards to choose from. Card 1 is number 11, Resurrection. Card 2 is Speaker. And card 3 is Charlatan. These are the cards that I pulled for you today. Spirit wanted to speak on. These are the energies coming through for us today. You might feel called to one or multiple piles. Feel free to watch however many you're feeling called to, and they're bound to have messages in there for you direct from Spirit. If you're having a hard time deciding, let me add some objects for you to choose from. Be right back. And we're back. Pile number 1 is this lilac colored crystal heart. Okay, I would call it light purple or lilac. And pile number 2 is this red crystal heart. And pile number 3 is this aqua blue crystal heart. Take your time, pause the video if you have to make your choice or choices. And once you have, you can match it to the timestamps below. And I'll see you at your reading or readings. Welcome to your reading, pile 1. Let's take a look at who is craving you and why. Okay, so we have Resurrection, number 11. So I feel that the person who is craving you has made a comeback of a sorts. Okay, this person is coming back from like maybe a time when they were down. Maybe this person, you had dated them in the past, but then they're kind of like wanting to come back to life or something like this. If that's not the case, okay, so don't worry. If that's not what you think it is, that's totally fine. I am seeing that this person is having some sort of comeback. So it could be that maybe they had hard times in their life and they are coming back and they're having like a 2.0 version of themselves. They've cleaned up their act in some manner. Maybe they lost everything, but they are cleaning up their act and having a comeback of sorts. Okay, yeah, they're having a comeback, and they may have found Jesus or found God, or maybe they used to be more toxic or something like this, and they have figured out a better way to be. They've had an awakening, and they're now like a better version of themselves. They've had a wake-up call. Maybe you knew them when they weren't doing so great, but now they're doing better, and because they're doing better, they're craving you. They're realizing that maybe this better version of themselves would do better with you than the version that you dealt with before. Now, we'll put that here. This was your chooser. You chose or maybe you didn't, but this is the crystal heart that you ended up with, which is a purple, like a light purple or lavender. And this has to do with psychic ability and an open third eye. So I am seeing like spirituality is coming to play here. Okay, I do feel like this person maybe was aware during the time that you met them before that you were very spiritually inclined, and now that they've had a wake-up call and they're doing a better version of themselves, they would like to maybe link back up with you again. They're craving you back in their lives because they're realizing that they would love to have that energy back. If that's not the case, then I'm also seeing that someone has had an awakening and realized that you're very special. They've noticed you. They've noticed your spiritual inclination, and it's like their eyes have been opened, and they're realizing that you are very special and someone that they'd like to have sort of a connection with because you're connected to the divine, because you have spiritual power or spiritual knowledge. And this is something that's really drawing them to you right now, especially with the number 11. Number 11 is a spiritually inclined number. Signifies spiritual awakening and intuition. So I feel like this person views you as spiritually awakened and very intuitive, and they have had a wake-up call, and that's lifted them to the heavens, lifted them to the divine, and they're realizing, oh my gosh, there's more to this than I thought. And pile number 1 is really like, I really crave having pile number 1 in my life, because this is where I'm at now. These are the kind of energies I want in my life, including pile number 1. So this could be maybe someone used to date. It could be someone that you're currently seeing, or just someone around you. Okay, they've come to appreciate this about you. Now they're craving you because of this energy. Let's take a look at your cards and see what's happening here. Oops. So we're getting loyal. Okay, so this person is loyal to you. Okay, or they're wanting to be. In the time that you knew them, they were very loyal to you, or they stuck around with you or something like this. They have a very loyal vibe. Okay, if you dated them, they stuck with you. They did not cheat on you. Okay, or if you are currently dating them, they're someone who they have not cheated on you, or they do not want to. We got resilient. Yeah, we got someone here who is steadfast, okay? This is a steadfast person. Even if you don't know them, this is someone who's very steadfast, very loyal type of person. And they want to be loyal and resilient when it comes to you, for sure, okay? This is their nature. We have lighthouse. Okay, so this person, they've had an awakening. You can see the light emanating from resurrection. Now we see the light coming out of the lighthouse. So what this is telling me is that this person has found a certain truth, and they want to share it with others. They want to share it with others. They want to share it even with you. They feel like their mind has been turned on to something. Their third eye has been opened. We got 11 from before. This is 37. That's 10. Okay, and 10 is the number of manifesting. They've manifested something, the culmination or the manifestation of something. They've manifested becoming very spiritually enlightened, and this is who they are now. They're just this kind of person, and they like to maybe even teach or spread their knowledge to others. I feel like this person may have even is trying to manifest you into their life. Okay, we have prescience. Oh my gosh, more of the same. Simulation, statistics, lottery. We have ESP, my goodness. Fortune teller, out of body experience, God, doomsday, medium, psychic. So yeah, this person's psychic. This person's been doing something with their psychic powers, or they maybe they've even remote viewed you, trying to see who you are or something like this. This person could be your soulmate. They're craving you, and they're very spiritually aligned and in sync and linked up right now, and they're realizing they want someone who is spiritually aligned and in sync, and they are unwittingly craving you. Maybe they've never met you before, but they're craving you on the astral, the psychic realms, the spiritual realms. They're craving you. They want you, okay, on that level. It could be as simple as that. Now, I'm also getting that maybe this person is currently in your life. They're loyal and resilient. They've been in there, stuck with you through thick and thin, and they've developed themselves. And they are the kind of person who has developed this kind of psychic spiritual power in their life. We got the Ace of Wands. Yeah, we're missing a card. Be right back. Spirit guides, who's craving my power one? Okay, we're getting enjoy life, it is eternal. Okay, so I feel that this person is ready for an adventure. Yeah, because I feel like a lighthouse, you know, I'm getting like the ocean, watery scenes. Now we're getting another watery scene. So I feel like this person who's craving you power one is ready to take a risk. They're ready to go on an adventure. They're ready to take that leap of faith. So it could be like this person's realizing, you know what, I'm willing to put it out there for power one. I'm willing to take that risk and see what it's like, and jump and take a risk. Maybe they want to make a move towards you. That's what I'm getting to. This person's assertive. I feel like this person's willing to do what it takes because they have a bigger picture of life now. They're no longer scared. They're no longer hemmed in. Yeah, this person's no longer scared. They're no longer hemmed in or feeling afraid. They have a big picture now because of this awakening that they underwent. And so they're ready to take a risk. They're ready to jump in and dive in with you. So they have this sort of attitude where they're no longer being held back. Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so this person who is craving you is willing to, like I said, they want to be assertive. They want to take a chance. They want to start something with you. They are also, they might be single. This person might be single. They take care of themselves. They're very insular. They kind of like in their head a lot. You turn them on. I feel like this person, they get turned on by you, and then maybe because if they're not with you and they've seen you around, they get turned on by you, they take care of their urges by themselves. Okay, let me just leave it at that. And they are very turned on by you. This person wants to have sex with you. I'm straight up with you guys. This person wants to have sex with you. They want to jump in. They want to dive in. They want to enjoy you. Okay, they're very turned on by you. It is about sex with this person, but it's also about the spirituality, the spiritual side. You know, they feel it's all tangled in. They feel like it's all part of the same thing. And they feel like the sexual and the spiritual are interwoven. And they want to explore this with you. They might even want to explore like tantric sex and like stuff like this with you. Okay? This is who is craving you. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on. Why, let's get more information as to why they're craving you. Okay? So we have the Albatross's Voyage, Endurance. Okay. We have the Siren, temptation, desire, attraction. What did I say, guys? They're very attracted to you. Very turned on by you. It says your desire. Okay, let's keep it moving. We got balance. Okay. Love is in the air. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Love is in the air. Wow. Number 16, for better and for worse. Exactly. We're getting that loyal and resilient energy up there as well. And then the 6 of Swords. Okay. So pile number 1, I feel like this person, they're craving you because they feel that you're very enduring. They feel that you endure. So this could be someone you've been with for a very long time, and that is amazing. If you've been with this person for a long time and they're still craving you like this, that is one hell of a connection. All right, you guys have a strong connection. They are craving you because you've endured. Your connection's endured. Your loyalty is endured. Your connection is endured. So many things, so much time. Also, I'm getting the fact that they find you very attractive. They think that you're very tempting. They desire you strongly, find you to be very desirable. They feel that you're able to, even if they were once thinking of leaving, you know, if they're, say, for instance, if they're like, all right, since you don't want me, I'm just going to go ahead and leave, that you're able to call them and they'll come back because they're attracted to you. When they hear your call, they come. They can't resist it. They cannot resist your call. You're the siren to them, okay? You're alluring. And they're very attracted to you and they desire you greatly. You're beautiful. And they feel that they crave you also because you seem otherworldly to them. You know, you're not the typical, you're not the normal, you're not the average. Okay? Something about you, it's like you have glamour, like you're the fae. You know, there's all kinds of fae, right? There's the watery fae and the oceans, and they feel that you have this sort of magical glamour about you. You're just able to, there's something about you that you just sing that siren song that, that I can't do it now because my voice is gone. I've had a cold, pardon me. I can't do any kind of singing right now, but you just got this angelic, siren-like sound, and it just pulls them in. For some of you, they really love your voice. They're crave hearing you talk, or crave hearing your voice. They feel like your voice is very melodic. They crave you because they think that you're a very balanced creature. Yeah, they feel that things are right with you. Like maybe you're very organized too. They feel that you're very organized, you're very neat. And if that's not the case, they feel that your spiritual energy, your chakras are balanced. So they crave you because you are aligned. You're spiritually aligned. And you're very orderly in that sense, okay? You make sense to them in that way. I'm getting like, those Zen stones, that they stack them up. You ever seen those Zen stones that are stacked up? And they usually symbolize balance and mindfulness and patience. I don't care if you think that you've got all kinds of problems. Like maybe you feel like you lack patience. This person craves whatever balance or mindfulness that you practice. They crave you because of this, okay? Maybe you meditate too. They may crave you because of that. Existence is transient. This is what the Buddhists teach. And the stacked stones reflect that. And they crave you because they understand that you understand this about nature and spirituality. Perhaps they feel that you are able to naturally release certain things. Yeah, they just feel like you're spiritually enlightened. Yeah. Or we could also look at the chakras, being balanced there as well. That's another message we're getting. Now, I feel like this person craves you because they're in love with you. Okay, this person's in love with you, pile 1. They feel that you're very loving, that you exude love. You have very, very loving energy, that you're a very loving person, or at least you're loving towards them and others. Yeah, they feel like you're very affectionate, possibly. And yeah, I feel like this person craves you because you're desirable. That's what I'm seeing too. They feel that you're desirable. You draw people in, and they're trying to stake their claim. They don't. I feel like this person thinks that you could get taken or something by others, and they're willing to fight or duel or fight for your love, or with you in the sense like they're willing to show you that they're not going anywhere, and they're willing to withstand the tests to stake that claim. Kind of like that bold energy I was seeing, that they're ready to take a leap. They think that you're very attractive and that others want you, and they're willing to fight to the death. Sorry, part 1. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing, because you can see blood on the end of the sword there, and they're protecting what they have with you. Okay, We're getting Venus and Aries there. I'm getting for better and for worse too. We're getting that resilient energy, the endurance. They crave you because that is the nature of the connection between the two of you, is that it's withstood the test of time and it's the rigors of life, okay? The challenges, the hardships. And this is why they crave you, because they're, it's almost like a bonding, like a trauma bond. I hate to say it, but yeah, like a trauma bond, okay? They crave you because you symbolize healing too, because, as they've been through things, I'm getting the feeling real strong that this is probably a long-term connection. Or maybe you've known this person for a while. This person's known you for a while, but maybe they've not been in a relationship with you, but they've known you for a while. And they find that maybe your friendship, maybe the friendship that they've had with you, or the connection they've had with you, has been long-standing and has lasted a long time. This is part of why they crave you. Because you've shown that connection, whether it's romantic or not, has shown that it's going to be there. It's almost like it's unshakable. It's a healing connection too. It's a connection that's helped them heal the wounds of life, help them heal, things that have happened, maybe in the connection and in life in general. Perhaps you're someone who's helped guide them out of painful circumstances when things have happened, that you've helped move them from these uncomfortable, painful situations and into a place of healing and calm. Yeah, I'm just seeing transition coming through as well, okay? This person craves you because you symbolize healing. You symbolize stability and healing, okay, to them. All right, let's go ahead and get some additional messages, and then we'll wrap up the reading. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see here. We have a dial or disc here. It says, it takes a big heart to teach little minds. So they feel that you're very loving. Yeah, that whole philosophy of love will heal all wounds, that kind of thing. This is part of why they crave you. They crave you also because I'm getting $100 bill here. You're very valuable to them. You're very valuable. It could be materially. That's possible. I'm also seeing too that maybe you have a good income or something like this. Okay. I'm also seeing too though that they just value practically speaking. Okay. So it could be that they're like, maybe you're a great cook, or you have connections and things like this and stuff that if someone didn't know, if they didn't know you, they'd have to pay for these services, or they'd have to pay for this or something like this. And that just comes with you. You have benefits that come with you that are valuable. You're valuable to them. Maybe because of your traits, your skills. They crave you because you're prayerful, you're spiritual, you're religious, perhaps, maybe. Because I'm seeing wings here, angels. Maybe you do angel magic, or you work with angels. I got another angels watching over me. And look, more angel wings here. So they just feel that there's something very pure about you too. Like they feel that you align with the heavens. Look, we got the heavens here. We got the lighthouse, and what do you see when you look up at a lighthouse? The heavens, a lot of sky coming through, clouds. So I feel, look, clouds, sky. There's just this idea that they feel that your vibes are elevated, you're up there. And so I'm definitely seeing, for some of you, this is financial. They crave you because they feel that you are financially viable. Like either you have a good business, or you have a good job. You make a good partner or a good person to have around because you're able to take care of yourself and help others out. I'm also getting, maybe they have a joint business with you, because I'm seeing a money tree is something you get it going, and then the money comes in. You don't necessarily have to be working all the time. The money's just, you plant some seeds and the money comes in. So maybe they feel like you're a good investor, or you're a good investment too. Maybe they've invested in you. They crave you because you're a good investment. I've seen postcards here. On these postcards, I'm seeing the words, I love you, I love you. Okay, so they feel like you guys are really, this person craves you because they crave your communication. They crave, maybe you're good, maybe you text, maybe they're good, maybe they love you to hear your messages, hear your text messages, stuff like this. We're getting the seahorse, which in some cultures that represents good luck. So they feel that you're their good luck charm. Oh, we're getting the rabbit. Yeah, this person wants to have sex with you. That's possible. Like a lot of sex. They crave you because of that. They find you very sexually attractive, and you kind of get them going in that way. Let me see here. Yeah, I just feel like, especially with the seashell represents femininity, fertility, love. So I feel like, especially with the fertility in the seashell, fertility in the rabbit, they may want to have kids with you. They may want to have kids with you. That's possible. They may want you to be the mother of their child. That's just for some of y'all, maybe not all, but it's coming through. Okay, so they crave maybe making a child with you, or they crave your femininity. Okay, they crave your nurturing energies, or they crave, they crave you for multiple reasons. But it could be also that this person, maybe they've gone on a trip or something. Because when I see postcards, I'm seeing, back in the day when people went on trips, they sent postcards from where they were, and then, there would be back and forth or something like this, risk correspondence. And I feel like maybe this person craves you because they've gone on a trip, or maybe you went on a trip, you traveled somewhere, and they're craving you because of this, okay? And that's what I'm seeing in the cards, pile 1 for you, as to who is craving you and why. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching and for bringing your energy to this reading. It's been an honor reading for you. Take good care of yourself, okay? Bye. Welcome to your reading, pile 2. So you've chosen this speaker card here. Okay, so this person who is craving you is they're big on talking. Perhaps they talk a lot. They may be a public speaker. They may speak for a living. Maybe they get in front of people and talk. I feel like this person may be a great, very eloquent speaker, someone who knows how to talk very well. Okay, very good with words. They're very, very persuasive. Okay, this person knows how to sweet talk or convince people. Very convincing energy. They're maybe they're a great motivator. I'm getting like a King of Wands vibe from this, okay? They may be a mentor of some kind. They may be a public figure. Very interesting. Okay, this is a person who's craving you. So we have the red crystal heart. Whether or not you chose this, the red energy coming through signifies vitality. This person is very full of passion and strength. There's a driving force within this person. They have a lot of like very strong, potent energy and vibes. Okay, this person's full of energy. They're a powerful person, I would say. I'd also say like this person may have a lot of lust for you. That's possible because red is the color of lust and passion. I'm not going to downplay that. Okay, this person may lust for you quite heavily. This is part of how they're craving you. Oh, sorry. So this is your chooser card, your chooser crystal. Okay, so let's take a look at these energies that are coming through. So we have Capricorn. Okay, so this could be an earth sign person, okay? Which would mean that this person is like a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus person. Or they could have Capricorn featuring very strongly on their chart. So that's something. So this person is kind of like they're practical. Okay, I feel like this person is very practical. They focused on building things, practically speaking, in their lives. Okay, cocky. Okay, this person knows that they're good. Yeah, it takes a lot of confidence to be able to be a public speaker, and especially be good at it, or be able to sweet talk or say things. Maybe they successfully convinced people, and this has helped them build out their lives. They made a lot of progress in life because of this ability, and it's made them very confident, and it's really filled up their confidence. Okay, I feel like maybe I just feel like this person, they're very, I'm just getting this like high-spirited, like they definitely esteem themselves as being, confident because they've accomplished things, and they've channeled it in a very practical manner, I would say. Okay, they've used this speaking skill to sort of leverage themselves and give themselves certain advantages, okay, in life. We have prisoner, shackle. Oh, wow. Number 20. Okay, very interesting. I feel like this person has accepted certain limitations in their life. I feel like they may be limited in some kind of way. It's possible for a few of y'all. I don't think most, unfortunately. I just don't think most. This person may have done time. They're kind of hardened. They're hardened by the time that they have done in prison. It's possible they're currently a prisoner, because it's probably someone who's done time, or someone who's currently doing time. But let's move beyond that, okay? Because this is a symbol. I'm seeing like a ball and chain coming through. This is pretty extreme. A lot of prisoners aren't treated this way, not these days, okay? So what this is telling me symbolically is that this person who's craving you is feeling very tied down in their life right now. That's the main message. They're feeling very tied down and restricted in their life right now. they got a huge burden. They got a burden that keeps them tied down. They may be tied down to a job or circumstances in life that are very restrictive, or maybe they have, it could be that they've come out of jail and they have to face
probation.
Or maybe they're not in jail. Maybe they're housebound. Where they tell you to stay in your home, or you can't leave a certain area because of certain things. It could be also that they're chained to a certain part of the world because of responsibilities that are there. Maybe they run a business, or they have certain responsibilities they cannot leave behind. They just cannot do it. Okay? So they kind of change their circumstances in that way. And now I'm getting with the Capricorn, earthbound. We're getting with the ball and chain, being earthbound, you see. So this person, they are tied down to something major in their lives. It could be a business, it could be responsibilities, it could be a restriction, like a legal restriction of some kind, okay? Spirit guides, who is the person who's craving my pile number 2? Could you please describe them? I feel like also because they're so tied down, this might be part of why they're craving you. Maybe they want to be free to be with you. Okay, we're getting emptiness. So I feel like this person feels empty without you. This card fell out. This person feels empty without you. I feel like this person is looking to fill a space with you. I also feel like they don't want to be present in their lives, honestly. I feel like this person, you can see that the look on this person's face, they're not happy with their condition, right, guys? Yeah, they're not happy in their current circumstance. And they miss you. Perhaps you're absent in their lives. They'd rather leave their current circumstance, maybe to be with you, okay? Very interesting. Let's take a look. We have big corp. Exactly. I was saying earlier that this person is tied down to their company or their look, it says here, big bank, golden parachute, Wall Street, monopoly, CEO, shareholder, stockbroker, headhunter, stocks, wealth. So this person's tied down to their money. That's why they're cocky. They're cocky because Capricorn is an earth sign. This is a wealthy sign. Okay, Capricorn is a sign of the one that, it's ambitious, an ambitious sign. It's also the sign of organization. I got that card earlier too, but I put it back. But I'm saying that this person is very highly organized and very ambitious. And, they're public speakers, so they're seen. So they have accomplished a lot, but they are tied down by what they've accomplished. But they feel empty. I feel like this is part of why they're craving you, is they feel empty. This is, yes, it's helped a lot. They like it. They fulfill their ambitions, but they're tied down by it. But they feel in their soul something's lacking. I feel like this is part of why they're craving you, okay? We got the 2 of Cups. Pile 2. I feel like the person who's craving you wants a partner. They want a partner in their lives. They could be single. They could be with you right now. This could be someone who you're in a relationship with who is shackled to their ambitions or shackled to a consequence of some kind that they've underwent. Maybe it was, white collar crime. That's just for a few of you. But for most of you, this is someone who is wealthy. Someone who is on their way to becoming very wealthy because of the things that they built. They are CEOs, so they speak to their company, they speak to their business partners or their stockholders. I feel like this person might be in love with you right now. They crave the partnership that you give them. They depend heavily on it. That's a possibility. I also feel like with the 2 of Cups appearing, they're falling in love with you. This person's falling in love with you. Or they may be your friend. They may be a friend of yours. Okay? They're falling in love with you and they're a friend of yours. Yes, that's what's coming through on pile 2. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next set of cards. We have Sink or Swim. The choice is yours. The Seahorse. Ooh, I love that. Devotion. Joy. Beautiful. Best case scenario. We have 9. The truth behind the illusions. The moon in Libra. And then we have 10 of Cups. Happy family, homecomings, marriage, caring, creativity, destiny, domestic happiness. This person may be, I feel like this person may be craving you because I think you might be this person's partner. Their life partner. That's coming through strongly for some of y'all. This person is your life partner. They made a family with you. Okay. Maybe they feel there's something in their life they feel shackled to, and they sort of believe the way they feel with your presence in their lives. Okay, you make it all bearable. Okay, fam. Okay, so proud to. So I'm seeing that this person craves you because they miss you. Maybe you left them because you don't take nonsense from this person. You basically told them, listen, sink or swim. The choice is yours. Okay, you told this person, I'm not going to be here to rescue you from the stuff that you're getting into. You have to fix this. So I don't feel like you're coddling them or spoiling them, something like this. Okay, I just feel like you don't coddle or spoil. You encourage them to better themselves. This is part of why they crave you, because you inspire them to be better. They crave you because the connection between you and them, you might be friends with this person. It's a very devoted connection. You don't abandon them in the sense that you don't abandon telling them the right thing, helping them steer aright. Okay, you bring this person a lot of joy, so they keep coming back to you because of this. Okay, they crave you because of the joy you bring them. They crave you because, unlike them, okay, I feel like this person might be more of a pessimist compared to you. And, you have this positive mindset thing going on, and they feel that you help lighten their weight, okay? This person, here's someone way down by ball and chain. Here you have wings. So this person craves you because you lighten their mindset. You make them feel like good things are possible. Like you don't worry. Like, even if there's a thunderstorm, I see this woman, there's a thunderstorm out there where you're tossing your umbrella to the side and being like, it's going to be fine. Look, the sunlight's on the horizon. I'm going to be okay. So they really crave you because you help uplift their vibration. You're like an angel of light for them. Okay. You bring them a lot of joy. The connection that they have with you. I feel like this person has a connection with you. They could be a friend, or they could be someone that you've been in a long time relationship with, romantically speaking. Also, I feel like this person craves you a lot because you let them see the truth of what is actually going on. You don't play games, right? You don't play mind games with them. You don't tell lies. You're not toying with them. You give up the goods. I'm sorry, that sounds weird, but I just feel like if you are in a romantic relationship with them, I feel like this person feels like you don't hold back from them. You share, you show yourself, you share yourself with this person. This is why they crave you. They crave seeing what is underneath your clothes, actually. And if this person is just your friend, they really crave wanting to be intimate with you. They crave wanting to be on that side of things with you, but they accept the friendship. They value the friendship quite a bit. But they would like to see underneath those clothes. They would like to do more with you. That's kind of what I'm seeing here as well. They crave you also because they view you as family. They may be married to you, and they really lean in hard to that connection that you offer, the connection of being married. Perhaps you've given this person children. And this fills their heart and alleviates that emptiness that they feel. Without this connection with you, without this friendship or this marriage or this family that you give them, they would feel empty. If it was just all their work or the corporation or all this stuff, or if it was just public speaking and their ambitions, if it was just only this, their lives would be empty without you. Okay, and that's the truth. That's what I'm seeing here. And I feel like this person, if they're your friend, they want to fill up their life because they do feel empty. They want to fill it up more with this other side of you. They want access to your private, more intimate aspects, and they would love to make a family with you. This is why they're craving you. All right, let me go ahead and see if there are any. Let me get more additional messages, and I'll be right back with the charms, and I'll be right back. Okay, we got 10 charms here. So I see a pumpkin carriage. Okay, so I feel like this person would love a night with you, like a magical night with you. They love a magical night. They feel that you come across as tough, but they want to penetrate that tough exterior and get the sweetness out of you. Perhaps they've noticed this dynamic with you. They've noticed that you tend to put out a stern, tough exterior, but once they look behind or peer behind, like we see with this dress here, it's sweet. and they can only imagine what that's like. So I'm getting like a friendship vibe coming through on these charms right now. I'm seeing a sled here. I feel like maybe they want to spend Christmas with you. They crave spending the holidays with you. They want to spend the holidays with you. They're a friend of yours. I love you to the moon and back. I feel like this person wants to let you know that they love you in this way. They can only imagine what it would be to get behind that. You know, you got this tough side where you tell them, get your act together. And, you know, they want to get beyond that. They like that you present this. They imagine the sweet side of you. They want to have access to that, okay? I'm also seeing that you bring them peace. They crave the peace that you bring them. They crave it when things are peaceful between the two of you. You know, they really enjoy this aspect. Again, I'm getting with a rabbit here that they would love to be intimate with you. They would love to have sex with you. They feel that you are the key. You're the key in a lot of ways to unlocking this emptiness. They've got some sort of issue, and they feel that you can help them unlock the door. There's a mystery here. They want to figure something out. They feel like you have the key to this for them. Okay, I'm seeing some cards here. Oh my gosh, guys, cards. They feel you bring them good luck in the game of life. You bring them good luck. This is why they crave you in the game of chance. They feel that you are a very powerful ally. They really appreciate your ability to help them overcome certain big problems they've had. They view it as big. They view it as a big problem, okay? And the fact that you are able to, through your insights and your own natural way of being, which is this lighthearted vibe that I get, okay? Where you're a very positive thinker, and you're a very joyful person. Very joyful, very positive. Your vibration is high. They feel that they just crave you. They like having this sort of like, it makes them feel lifted. It alleviates this heavy, they have a heavy, my gosh, responsibilities or consequence or restriction in their lives. And you help airlift them up, right? It's all in the mind, as they say. And they feel that you help unlock this for them, okay? And that's what I'm seeing in the cards for you, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you found it resonant, then please give it a thumbs up as well. I really appreciate you bringing your energy to this reading. I enjoyed doing this reading for you. Take very good care of you, and I will catch up with you at the next one. Bye! Welcome to your reading, pile 3. Thank you so much for stopping by today. We're going to be looking into your energy. Who is craving you and why? Okay, so we have Charlatan. Okay. All right, so someone is craving you. Someone who, I feel like this person who's craving you, they may have told you a mistruth or misrepresented things, perhaps to impress you. That's possible. Maybe you caught onto this or you didn't. I don't know. So you will know them by, maybe you caught them in a lie, that they misrepresented themselves. Maybe they tried to come across like they were very wealthy, but they weren't. That's an example. And you caught on to this. I don't know if that put you off or what, but you know, there's something like this going on. Or it could be that they have misrepresented something to you. Maybe you don't know about this. I don't know either, but we'll find out more in the cards as we go along. So I feel like also this person who is craving you, I feel like they may be a magician or someone who maybe pretends for a living. They may be an actor or something like this. Yeah, very interesting. Let's keep looking here. I feel like maybe also possibly what I'm seeing here as well is that this person that is craving you, they've put on an act for you. They put on an act for you. Maybe they're not normally as bubbly, but because they're dealing with you and they want you so bad, they put on a smile for you and acted extra bubbly around you to try to pull you in or lure you in. You chose the the aqua colored crystal heart, and maybe you didn't, but this is the one you're ending up with. And I'm getting that, you know, with aqua, we're getting the colors of healing. This is aqua blue, actually. The colors of, rejuvenation. So like spa-like vibes, okay? Think the beach. We have tranquility, bringing peace, clarity, and rejuvenation. So I feel like this person is doing all this, okay? Because they're craving you, and doing all this because they crave you, because you make them feel at peace, okay? make things very clear. You bring clarity to things for them. Maybe it's very clear to them that it's you they want. Oh my gosh, the snake and the aquamarine are the same color or similar colors. Yeah, they want to wear you around their neck. Okay, they want to have you in their lives. This person. Okay, this person is craving because they like to wear you like a gem. They want almost like they want to have you as a trophy wife or as a symbol or a statement to others, like, hey, look who I've got with me. Okay, I'm getting this vibe from them that they may want you around them because of, they really want that clout. Maybe you're very pretty. You could be very pretty, very attractive, and they want you around them, and they're willing to lie or misrepresent in order to attract you to them. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, let's move on here and see what else is coming through. We have snob. Okay, yeah, I'm getting the feeling this person is like a social climber or something like this. I got that vibe with them wanting to sort of like they crave you because they want the status symbol that you are that you represent. They feel very attractive. Maybe they want to be able to show people, look the kind of hot chick I can pull, or the attractive man that's into me, or something like this. Okay, yeah, they just feel like you're very special, and they crave you because of this. They crave you. They want you in their life because you're a special item, quote unquote. And I feel like this person might be a social climber, and they like to sort of like snob people who don't fit in their circle, who are not on their level. It's also possible that this person, maybe you've perceived of this person as being a snob. You thought of them as snobbish, or kind of uppity, and kind of like, have their nose up in the air. Okay, now we're getting empaths. These are like contradictory energies we're seeing here. So this person, though they like to come across like, I feel like we're getting like a flip side, a dual nature, if you will. Okay, on one side they're very snobbish. Okay, they're a social climber. They're about status. They're about power. They're about look at that fancy gold watch and the way they're dressed. They like to come across like they're big pimpin'. They're a mover and a shaker and all this. Okay, this is big for them. At the same time, they have a flip side of themselves that's an empath. Okay, now an empath is a person who has the ability to perceive the emotional state or the mental state of someone else, okay, of another person. So it could be that they use this to their advantage to climb, okay, to socially climb. So it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is going to be super socially elevated. It just could be that they have this natural talent and they're able to use it to their advantage to sort of socially climb or to ascend in the ranks when it comes to wealth or when it comes to social standing. Okay, so they use this to help move themselves up the ladder, this ability. Okay, think of like a celebrity psychic, someone who works for celebrities. So they get paid a lot to do readings for celebs, something like this. That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting. So we have reflections, number 27. This person, man, they're really into looks. They look into their body. They may work out at the gym a lot. They come across kind of superficial, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, they come across kind of like, I dress nice, I have nice jewelry, I know people, I go places, I'm very fancy, I've got a hot body. So I also feel like this person at the same time, though, they are very like spiritually, you can see their quantum field around them, their etheric field. This person is tuned in spiritually, so they're a very interesting mix. This person. Okay, spirit guides, who is I skipped this card the first time around, so I'm going to shuffle and get the card for you. Okay, pile 3. We have overachiever. We'll go with that one. Yeah, I'm just getting this social climbing. I have things, I have goals, I have places to be, things I want to do. They have a social media and they have a business and they go to events and they have this big master plan. They're looking very good. They spend time at the gym, all this. They're very intuitive too. They know how to navigate all this, to know who to focus on, what to focus on, who to avoid, who to diss. That they're like, oh, this person's a dud. This person's not going to get me anywhere. So they use their powers to sort of tune out who's not going to be useful to them. So it's very interesting combination of traits. All right. this person who's craving you, they're into their looks a lot, and the reason they crave you is because they feel you're going to add to their looks. You must be very attractive, pile 3, or very cute. There's something they like about your aesthetic, or maybe you're a great dresser. You're a really sharp dresser, or you do your hair or makeup or something like this. There's something about you. They want you to represent next to them. Okay, this is part of the image that they're building. They need you for that, and this is part of the appeal. Okay, we have negotiation. Exactly. So this person might be corporate again. They might be, again, we're going to see. Oh, you might want to check out pile 2, guys. You might want to check out pile 2. I recommend watching all these piles, to be honest. But yeah, the similarities I'm seeing coming through for all of them. Really, when I do my readings, it's for all three readings are for you, my viewer. But follow your intuition, of course, because some probably going to be more on the money than others. So you use your intuition to sort of weed that out. Or you can just watch all 3 readings. So what I'm seeing here, pile 3, is that this person is a mover and a shaker. I feel like they are... Now what I'm getting is that maybe they misrepresent in the sense that they don't tell people that they're psychic. They don't like to present with that part of themselves, that they're spiritual, that they can sense things. That are not obvious. They don't like to present. They hide that. They hide that part of themselves. The part that they present to others is the part that's the sharp dresser, that looks like a millionaire, that's got several businesses, that's really into the aesthetics of their hot bod. They try to make sure they're working out, they're looking good, that they do big business. They have stocks. They may be a lawyer, and they may be a CEO of a company. You know, they're running things. They're really, really on top of things, okay? Now we're getting the Page of Swords, the card of the spy. So, yes, I feel like this person, pile 3, is this person who's craving you is a spy. They can tell, they may be a remote viewer. They can look in their mind's eye and see what's happening. They use this information to their advantage. I feel like they may have spied on you too, to be honest. They crave you because they feel like you're going to add to their life in some meaningful manner. They've already ascertained this through their looking into you and using their mind's eye. They're like, no, the pile 3 is going to fit into my life. This is what I want from pile 3, to grace my look, to be around me so people can see who I have with me. Is a powerful person. That, you know, when you see a snake around someone's neck, you got a few reactions. Some people think, oh, cool. Some people think, that's scary. You know, some people have a snake phobia, you know, and they're like, how can you be playing with a snake around your neck? So, because there's something about you, pile 3, something, maybe you intimidate others, or you make people feel, it could be your looks. You're very attractive. Maybe you know how to do your makeup real well and you dress real well, or something like this, okay? And it intimidates people. Most people are like, okay, that person's not in my league. I'm not even going to bother trying to talk to pile 3 or trying to get them, you know, I'm probably out of their league. They probably not want to talk to me or something like this. And maybe they might even go as far as to say, oh, he or she, pile 3 is probably a snake. They probably use their looks to their advantage to try to lure people. And, you know, of course, when you can't have someone, right, sometimes people are like, they'll demonize you because they can't have you. You know, they think you must be bad or something, or there must be something wrong with you. So, you know, I feel like that's some of that's going on as well. So let's take a look and see why they are craving you, pile 3. So we have the Hermit Crab, home, sanctuary. Why are they craving you? The Sandcastle, impermanence, weak foundation. Okay. Imagine. Beautiful. The best of you. Oh, goodness. That's gorgeous. 18. The lightness of being. And the 4 swords. Okay. So, pile 3. They are craving you because you make them feel safe. Perhaps they feel that you don't always go out. You're not a social climber like they are. And so they want to hang out with someone like you. They don't want to hang out with people who are all in that scene. They don't want to be in that scene. They don't want anyone from that scene of the social climbers, the maybe the paparazzi, or the people that are socialites, or people who are looking to climb up those same ladders that they are. They like how down to earth you are. Even though you're pretty and you look awesome, you stay home. Okay, you like to stay home. Okay, you got home on your mind. You carry home on your sleeve. That's possible. With the Sandcastle, I'm getting that. So they crave you because, again, that home vibe, right? They crave you because remind them of home. You keep things down to earth. You keep the hearth fires going. Okay, your homebody. And they also see that, for them, they're smart enough to know that this social climbing, all this stuff that they're doing in society, it's kind of like, it has an impermanent nature to it. Okay, it's weak. It's not the real deal. They know it. And they feel that you are something or someone who's going to protect them from this. They know that you're the opposite of this. They crave you because they understand that what they're building out there could be gone in the blink of an eye. It's not the real deal. They want you to open your doors to them. They want to come home to you. They crave you because they want to come home to you. They want to come home to your strength, your vitality. You want to recharge their confidence through you. They're out there being, in the corporate world. It could be they're not a social climber. They just have a big time corporate career or something like this. Okay. And they want to have a safe harbor with you. They want to come home to you. They want to come home and see you beaming strong and recharge them. The sun recharges. The sun purifies. They want to be purified by your energy. They feel that you're an asset. You're a person to have around because you help keep them balanced. You help keep them from being lost or untethered. You ground them, and you're like a battery charger. You recharge them. I feel like this person goes out and does all these things, negotiates, gets out there, social climbs, snobs people, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then when they come home, it's like a mask, you see. So they want to be able to set it aside. You can see that with Charlatan here, they got a mask. I think the mask actually that they put on is this whole thing with the outside world that they do. And who they are is the real part of themselves underneath the mask. They want you because of that part of themselves. They crave you because you feed their real self. They also crave you because you're smoking, pile 3. I don't know who you are, but I keep getting signs that you're very attractive. Or you just know how to make yourself look extremely good. They feel that having you in their life is like having the best. That you're the best of them in some ways. They feel like, they hustle, they hassle, they do all these things. And, when they see you, it's like you're the posh side of themselves that's maybe pampered and beautiful, effortlessly beautiful and all this. And they just want that. They want this in their lives through you, pile 3. I'm just getting like this pampered vibe. You can see this woman is soaking in a tub with petals. Beautiful. Radiant. And then we have this woman in a kimono, and I don't know if you guys know much about the geisha, right, in Japan. They were pampered women. Okay, yes, they served to entertain the men that would come through and all this, okay, by serving them alcohol, being good company. But they also, these men, you could turn around and be a sponsor of these geishas, and it was a very formal process. It was almost like being married to them. Okay, I don't know if you guys have read this book, Memoirs of a Geisha. I did. It's very interesting, very engaging read. It's about this geisha who, before the war happened in Japan, I think right before World War II, okay, there was this geisha, and it talked about her life and how you get these sponsors. The life of a geisha, you get a sponsor, someone who's doing well, a high-ranking person, and they sponsor you. They buy things for you. They could even, some of the more wealthier ones, they buy you an apartment and buy you out for the year, or buy you out so that you would entertain only them. So some were wealthy enough that they literally would fall in love with these geishas and buy them out for life. And so they had these steep dowries, if you will. They'd have to buy them away from their geisha house. There was a mom who took care of them, or someone like this who had sponsored them and sponsored their training. So they buy them out and buy all these things. And I feel like this person who's craving you, they want to play this kind of role in your life. They want to pamper you. They want to keep you at home. They want to pull you off the streets. Or they just want to buy you out. They want to buy you out and keep you for them. Okay. Not that you're a prostitute, pile 3. I'm just saying that they just want to buy you out. They want to buy out your beauty and reserve you for them. And I'm also getting with the 4 of Swords, They crave you because you represent peace, calm, respite, a place away from the stressors of this life where they got to be buff, they got to show up, they got to have all these connections going, they got to negotiate, they got to be hard faced with these people and make deals and all this and deal with that whole crowd. They want to come home and be like with you by their side. They want you to rub their shoulder or serve them something sweet, or lay with them and lay in bed, and this fantasy land vibe. They crave this from you. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and pull some charms and see what additional messages we're getting, and then we'll wrap up this reading. Be right back. Okay, pile number 3. So I feel like we got a wrench here. We got a castle. Look, a castle and a castle. Look at that. We got the Cupid's bow. We got the seahorse. We got the Eye of Horus. We got a house, a beautiful house with a tree. We've got a broken heart. We got like a friendship bracelet, the other half of the friendship bracelet, so half of a heart. We have a wrench again, so that message is very strong. We got an acorn, and we got a tree with a house. A compound with a tree, a property. I feel like, pile 3, I feel like they're craving you because you solve problems for them. I feel like you solve problems for them. There's a problem that they have in their life, which is they lack, I don't want to say that they lack integrity, okay? Because, we all have to put on masks, okay? Let's not even front. Let's not even pretend here. We all have to put on masks when we deal with the outside world. And they feel like they're so high functioning when it comes to the mask that they got to put on all the things they have to do and accomplish, that it leaves them feeling very drained. And they need to they crave you because you help them alleviate that. You help them heal. They recharge from you. They need this fix. You represent a fix or tweak to them, pile 3. You represent the fantasy that they're working so hard for to go to. It's like Shangri-La. That's the word that keeps coming out. It wants to come out of my mouth. I've been holding it back. It's wanting to come out. Shangri-La. You are like a heavenly place for them. Okay, they crave this place of rest. They want to maybe take baths with you. They want to be in your soft beauty, smell the good smells from you. They want to be recharged by this beautiful home vibe that you create and set up for them. Like a spa-like retreat where you sing and you massage or rub them, or you have good smells, good scents, and you smell good and you look good, and you have relaxing atmosphere and vibe around you. Create relaxation for them. I'm also getting that they crave you because they're falling for you. I'm just going to be straight up. They're falling in love with you, or they've fallen in love with you. You represent good luck to them. And you also represent healing. Remember I mentioned with the Aqua blue crystal, the first word that came out of my mouth was healing. You help revitalize them. I feel like the lifestyle they lead, it takes a toll. Because it's funny because they're very high functioning, type A almost. But then they're also an empath. Can you imagine trying to keep both of these things going? They're being buffeted with all these, I'm seeing like electricity all around them. They're being buffeted. Their empathic senses are being buffeted by all these different hard deals and all these energies, intense energies coming at them. They have to push themselves and strain themselves to the end of what they are able to manage. And as you know, with empaths get very drained. Now you got a high functioning type 8 empath. Come on. So they got a problem. They need you. They need you to always be renewing and rejuvenating and healing them. I also feel like they want to create a home with you. They crave the home that they created with you. Or if they don't have a home with you, they are wanting to create this healing spa-like atmosphere in their home where they can come home and relax and it's just at peace. They may be a friend of yours, and they crave you maybe because there was maybe like a parting of ways for a bit, something like this, and they want to reunite this friendship with you. Okay, they don't want to lose you. I feel like you're their nest egg. They've invested in you. They've really poured. They may have spent money on you, maybe built you a home or something like this, or a very beautiful home that's very luxurious. Or they spent money on you because they want you to have the finer things. You see, this kimono is made of the finest silk. It's beautiful. We have this beautiful, luxurious bath with, I can't imagine what the rest of the bathroom or the scenery there is like. So they've created this beautiful, here again, this woman in the bath, soaking, gorgeous, you know, like they've invested in,
or maybe
creating
they're
this with
craving to do this with you and for you. I feel like this person is craving you because they want to create this kind of an atmosphere for you, or create this kind of circumstance for you and with you.
And they crave you. They crave this because they've invested in it, they built this with you, or they want to invest and build this with you, because they need you. They need you, pile 3. All right, they need you. They need you because they're playing this teeter-tottering game. They're walking this high wire, and they need to maintain that balance, or else they will fall. They will fall, and they could get hurt. They need you to help maintain that balance and keep them restored, recharged, energized, and balanced. And that's what I'm seeing the cards for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for tuning into this reading. I really appreciate your energy here. It was a pleasure doing this reading for you. Thank you. And take good care of you, and I will catch up with you at the next one. Bye.